I just woke up to the news that I was dreaming of. I didn't even think this was going to be a reality, but it just hit. We just got the highest confirmation from the highest degree known to mankind, and that is Jim Cramer. Your time has officially come. The bottom on Bitcoin is 100% in, guys. You know what time it is. I don't know about XRP. We're going to be talking about it. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP's at $1.07. Bitcoin about 63-ish K. Check this out. This is music to my ears. Ready? This is the craziest news ever. Now guys, there's the fun part of XRP, the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting from Cryptomaniac. He's back. Okay, he says, finally some good news. Why? He replied to this from Kalshi saying, Jim Cramer to sell all his Bitcoin. Wow. Guys, Jim Cramer is about to sell his entire Bitcoin stack. Okay? That he's been probably building over the years, right? Being bullish on it, but he's like, guys, I just give up. There are just too many bad stuff happening, right? He's at his breaking point. What does that mean? I mean, the Riddler's confirmed it right here. Timestamp 229-922, September 22. That's 13. That's the flip of the switch date. So here's Elon Musk. This is Jim Cramer live on CNBC. This was in the year 2010. Right? So like 16 years ago, guys. How did Jim Cramer know? I mean, how did Elon Musk know? Elon Musk already seen through Jim Cramer. He'd exposed them on live television. I'm not kidding. Look at this.
There are a lot of people who have looked at your IPO who have told me, you know what, I'm not sure that this is a smart investment. Our own Jim Cramer yesterday said, I'm not sure that Tesla has a business plan that's going to work. It's not a smart investment. What do you say to the skeptics who look at where Tesla is, the money that you're raising?
So Jim Cramer said, I'm not sure if Tesla is a smart investment. Jim Cramer was hating on Tesla along since inception, guys. Okay? And where's Tesla now? Right?
And they say, you know what? They've got a nice roadster, but they don't have a good business plan.
Well, I think, Jim might say, yeah, sure, Jim, we're no Bear Stearns, but I think we're going to do okay. Jim.
I think what happened with that was Jim Cramer back in 2008 or something like that, right before the bubble pop. I believe he mentioned Bear Stearns was a good play, okay, to like be involved in, invest, and all that stuff, and then it obviously collapsed.
I think recommended Bear Stearns and Lehman and other things. So, frankly, he's a contraindicator.
But when would you say you...
Elon Musk then confirmed that Jim Cramer is a contraindicator. Whatever he says, do the opposite of, you will become rich. Okay?
You could reassure investors that you'll turn a profit.
So, this confirmed to us that Jim Cramer is at his his crying point here. He's about to sell everything, which will indeed confirm that Bitcoin's bottom is 100% in. That's it. So you should be very happy, right? That he's getting sacrificed, right? For Bitcoin's own good. Okay. From Michael Saylor, strategy increased its USD reserve by $250 million and repurchased $81 million of stretch. But wait a second, Michael Saylor, how did you do that? How did you get the cash, right, for your reserves? You know how? Yeah, he didn't mention this, but I have to. Breaking, MicroStrategy MSTR announces it has sold 1,638 Bitcoin at an average price of 63.9 K, raising $104 million. Do you see? Michael Saylor sold $100 million worth of Bitcoin, but he didn't mention it on this post. But you know what he is mentioning? Oh guys, don't worry. We have a USD reserve right on the sidelines in case Bitcoin collapses, and we'll be fine, worth $4 billion. Jim Cramer got sacrificed. Michael Saylor is selling your stack, selling your Bitcoin, okay? Selling it all this screams that Bitcoin's bottom is in. We already called that it is 100%, guys. He then says, when I say quote unquote never sell your Bitcoin, I speak as to one saver to another. I have never sold mine, not one Satoshi. Strategy is a public company, not my wallet. Since 2020, it has disclosed it may buy or sell Bitcoin to manage capital. Our shared conviction in Bitcoin remains unchanged. Yeah, then you wouldn't be selling. Hey, Michael Saylor, hire me, okay? Hire me as your Bitcoin manager to tell you if you're gonna sell or not. Because we called Bitcoin. By the way, I literally have the tweet. I'm not kidding. Right here, it was right there. It was right there. A day before, like hours before, like a day before October 10th crash hit, I said a black swan event is about to take the markets by storm, and it did. Bitcoin didn't get hit too hard, but afterwards it did. Right? And we're calling that the bottom is already in, guys. I think personally with Bitcoin, it's gonna come down a little bit like this, hold support right there, you long it. I was even thinking about longing Bitcoin because of all this crazy news that's coming out, right? But the only reason I don't want to touch Bitcoin is because I know XRP's ROI is just far greater. So it feels like it's like a waste of money to just even buy Bitcoin or anything. It does. Otherwise I would, right? Maybe I will, I'm not sure. But again, I think the game plan here is, it's an easy game plan, guys, I think, right? Here, stop loss below there. That's it. That's what I think. So here's why Jim Cramer is selling all his Bitcoin. Breaking, Jim Cramer just announced live on CNBC that he is about to sell all his Bitcoin. Why? Due to quantum threat. I told you guys that this is a big issue. The Bitcoin community has to do something about this fast. Will they? I'm not sure. But Jim is out, guys.
Give yourself 3 or 4 years, and at that point, I would get rather paranoid about it.
Really? 3 or 4 years? That's not that long.
No, that's not that long.
Oh boy. No, I realize I'm in Ethereum, not really, maybe even worse. So I think that people have to take this man seriously because they're doing commercial quantum. And this Chicago study basically cracked a number. It did an equation that no one thought could ever be solved. So right. Isn't that also what you think about Bitcoin? Now, there'll be people in Bitcoin who say...
Remember what we said? Oh, I already cracked the code, guys. Listen to this. We said that Jim Cramer is going to be wrong again and again and again. But guess what? Before the collapse of Bitcoin hits. You know that, right? Because then he's going to wrong foot everyone who already caught on to how he moves and his mindset and how he lures and tricks the markets. Before the Bitcoin collapse, he's going to be correct on his thinking. He's now stating he's selling all his Bitcoin because he believes a quantum attack is going to hit Bitcoin, crack all the wallets out there, and sell on your head. What does that mean? He's actually correct. This will most likely happen in 3 years' time, he said. Right? But again, it's going to be a black swan event, so time is ticking. Let's see what happens. Again, I'm warning, it's going to be something catastrophic. But when that hits, you buy. You buy. And I hope Bitcoin hits a couple $100. If it honestly hits $50, $10, oh my gosh, I'll be so happy because I'm going to buy as much as I can. Right? Throw like $100 in there. When Bitcoin climbs back up to like 100K or $1 million, you made it. And through Bitcoin's diabolical, but at that same time, XRP will rise to 4 digits. So imagine this. Imagine Bitcoin collapses, right, to like a couple $100. XRP's rising to a few $1,000s. You just made so much money, and then you take a portion, like 10% of how much you made on XRP, you sell it into Bitcoin at the lows. That's it.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about, Jim. You don't know anything.
A double Phoenix event.
I don't have to know anything. I asked the questions. I didn't give the answer. Like Arvin Christian knows quantum incredibly. He knows Bitcoin.
So what Jim Cramer is saying here is, I don't know who this person is, but he knows about quantum stuff, guys, and all that. And he's saying that, in a few years' time, something crazy may happen to Bitcoin, right? Like the technology is going to be super advanced, right?
You are, yes, absolutely.
Really, just on what he said.
Well, I'm going to sell mine. Like Arvin Christian knows quantum incredibly. He knows Bitcoin and quantum, and I'm going to sell mine.
You are,
yes, absolutely.
Really, just on what he said.
Well, he's the man. He's a man. 3-4 years. David, you know when 3-4 years is?
By the way, did he give you any reassurances in terms of what happened last quarter?
I felt, yes.
So, Hey Jim, my advice to you is wait until this bull run parabolic top hits. You sell then, you're good to go. And then you scream on the top of your lungs about Bitcoin's collapse, and nobody will listen. Okay, nobody will listen. We already called it first though. You guys know from Cryptomaniac on 8/3 today. The phoenix will rise from the downfall of Bitcoin. We called it years ago. This was the game plan, the timeline. I hope you're still in. I hope you see the vision. The phoenix, which is XRP, will rise from the downfall of Bitcoin when it collapses. But when Bitcoin is collapsed, right? When Bitcoin has collapsed at some point, remember, the phoenix is under Bitcoin's column in the bear down to 3 castle, which will mean they're going to save it again. Okay, so there's going to be a double phoenix event, guys. This is the craziest thing of my life, right? You're about to make so much money, it's not even funny. Hack. Another one for 8/3. Mr. Pool telling us anonymous user hacking the scene, right? So something's coming. Cold Card just got hacked, guys. The Bitcoin wallets, again, relating to Bitcoin. Maybe you should watch out. So it's all relating back to Bitcoin, guys. What do you guys think? 8/3. Mr. Pool told us what? 5A9 video, right? This video right here. It gets faster. The reset, this is the reset, by the way, right? 5A9, 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 and it goes kaboom, right? An explosion. Okay, this is diabolical, guys. I'm telling. Are you ready? 8/3. I am. Look at this one. This man is screaming at his phone. Or no, that seems to be the telephone, right? Like one of those hand phones, guys. At someone, at something. He then says London as well. LDN is ready. Pump our bags. Look at this one from XRP here. 153.839. 5A9 8/3. Right? What would that date? What could that date come out to? Maybe May 13th, which would be 11. Right? 5 is 11 on the clock. 11:13. Interesting. Shocked face at his phone. The news that everyone just got. Right? Look at this one. The final tip for today's video. You get yourself a Cugs was right date, and that's 1. LOL. LOL. When XRP goes to 4 digits, Baba Cugs replied very soon. 8 dates will be irrelevant because remember, it's me versus everyone. Good luck. 4 digits. You know what time it is. I'm ready. Are you? What is this? If he's amazing. See ya.